Hello, once again, this is Indra, Cidambi, psychiatrist from the United States of America. Today, I am making this video. It's just a short one answering the questions that has been posted so far. I thought these questions were pretty interesting, and I'm going to read out those questions and I'll try my best to answer to these questions that has been raised by the viewers. And I would like to clarify something right away. I am not a sex therapist, so I'll do my best, and it's being a psychiatrist and being psychologically minded and educated. I'm trying my best, and I'm not going to say this is 100% sure. There could be more to it, but I'll try my best to keep it as logical and as relevant as possible. The first question is, why male prefer beauty in a woman, and why women prefer power or money over looks when it comes to choosing a man. This seems to be a very interesting question, and basically what I've been trying to, when this question I read, I was trying to see what is the psychological mindedness in this, right? So the only way I can answer to this question is that women always prefer a man who is capable of, who is able to, who is fulfilled with his own role as a man. In order for a man to be in that position, I think it is important for the man to be more fulfilled with his own achievements. So if you really ask a man, who are you? He's going to say his profession. He's not going to get up and say, I'm so-and-so and do whatever it is. Whereas a woman would say, who are you? She will answer it in many different ways. I'm a mother, I'm so-and-so's wife. And so, we all ask for equality, but then this is the reality, right? So if you see the evolutionary psychology, you get to understand further that men who are not accomplished don't feel fulfilled. They don't feel like full man. And that seeps through in their behaviors. So women prefer men who are fully accomplished. That comes with a package, right? It comes with the money, and money comes also with some power. So this could be a man who is working in a well-accomplished, company, or can be running his own business, and that is one aspect of that. And why do even when you see evolutionary psychology, it's always the male animal versus the female. It's such a big difference, right? When it was a hunting and gathering period of time, the hunters, hunted. So male hunts, the female gathers and takes care of the kids and stuff like that. So when a woman chooses a man, she's also, even though a female can be equally educated and well accomplished, she would prefer a man who would be there for her when she is going to be a little bit checking out of her day-to-day career path. For example, woman is the one who's carrying a baby, and so when a woman plans to become pregnant and wants to stay at home, she would like a man to be able to step up and be there for their family. So I think that kind of really makes it but is it debatable? It's a skewed things. Yes. Are there people who are just after the looks, men, and are there women just looking for money and power from men? Yeah, but I'm not going to speak for those skewed ones. I'm just going to talk about in general what is the reality and what drives to this kind of expectations. Having said that, let's talk about the next topic, which is the next question. It's not the topic. It is a very interesting one again. So men like women with big breasts, and why so? Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? Obviously. So once again, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Having said that, that means not all men prefer women with a bigger breast. Some men do prefer women with big breasts, but that does not mean all men. You cannot just categorize that. And there are men who don't care about the size of the breast. So psychologically, why is the breast a big issue? You know, when you look at mammals, humans are the only ones who are erect. The spinal cord face to face, we are facing each other face to face. And so when encountered with sex, the first thing that is facing is the breast. And also mommy, the mom feeds the baby. And so it is the first thing is the breast. So when we are talking about this, mommy issues can also lead to the psychological reasons. Research have shown that mommy issues could unfold with the preference of the breast size. And also, the bigger the breast, we talked about the contrary. I'm laughing because why women prefer more resourceful men. Here men prefers big breast because it's a resource insecurity. So, there was research which showed that men who were shown a big breast happen to be at a lower socioeconomic, and then the ones who are in the medium and the rich socioeconomic sector, they preferred smaller breast. So it's again, resource insecurity in a man pushes them to look for a bigger breast, So I'm not saying that is a thing, and this was the research findings. And it's also bigger the breast, the idea of these women can be more reproductive, more hormonal, more estrogen availability, and so more fertility. So men tend to think that, hey, this person can give me a child, and also like once the baby is born, she can feed the baby more. But the reality is not that. Any size of the breast produces milk, and that's good enough. And so this is again another theory. These are all the theories. I'm not saying this is the reason, but all these things come to act. So, and also hungry man, prefers bigger breast. That more satiated man prefers a smaller breast. This is all the findings. That's all I can bring to the table for this question. Why flat chest not so attractive to male? Basically opposite of what I spoke so far. So do lesbians enjoy sex? To this question, the answer is yes. Yes, they do. Being a lesbian, is completely natural, right? 2 to 3 times longer lasting sexual act because, there is more sexual experience. It's like foreplay between heterosexual couples is encouraged, but in a lesbian, it becomes 2 to 3 times. They have a longer time with pleasing each other. The sexual experience is much more satisfactory. They don't race to orgasm. There's no need to fake orgasm in this. The cuddling in itself releases oxytocin. The oxytocin is a pleasure, and the pleasure hormone dopamine, both of them really gives the satiety for the sexual hunger, right? Sex is more than physical. It's this is a cuddling, kissing, verbal exchanges, and also sex is a connection between two partners with one another, right? And there's no need for a male or a female partner. So, just to come around, yes, lesbians do enjoy sex, and in a pleasurable way, right? So I think I answered that question. So more men over 60 years of age, why are they attracted to sex? Just to say, sexual activity is present throughout human's life. So there is nothing called as more than 60, they shouldn't be sexually attracted. The hormones, for some people, it is the hormones, for some people, the environmental reason. For some people, the not availability of the sexual partner, all these things come to play. So they are not able to continue to have sexual activity as they age. But 60 to 66 years of age, sexual activity was seen higher than the much older or a younger man, because I would say the retirement, settlement with the children, and now that they have more time to take care of their needs, men over 60 are able to really focus on their needs. So that'll be the answer. And why some couples don't like intercourse? That's a very good question. Once again, sex is not just intercourse. Sex is a connection, bonding between two human beings. So having said that, there are so many couples who have not opted for intercourse, but then they still stay connected. They are still happy with each other. That's because they are able to have this cuddling, have the exchange of love in many different ways, and that's nothing abnormal about it. It's just the way the couple agreed. If one person expects more and the other is not able to provide it, that's when they need to seek treatment, and they need to seek more guidance. Go for a sex therapy, or talk about what is refraining them from having sexual intercourse. So, in general, once somebody is married, the honeymoon period is over, and the reality kicks in. And what it is like the financial stressors, the conflicts. As people age, they also have unresolved conflicts due to their family issues, raising children, caring for kids, having disabled or elderly family members that they need to take care of, and aging, hormonal issues, and also like the hormones are like lower as we age, and that causes a lot of problems with the libido. And also there can be other issues like health issues, psychological issues, physical issues, and psychiatrically there could be so much of a demand. So poor communication regarding the desires and the fantasies, and basically the unwanted conflicts needs to be like really resolved. If not, it leads to not being attracted to each other, and that is an issue with most couples, not being able to talk it out, right? So I think I addressed all these questions, and I think this was helpful, and I really appreciate all your questions. If I can, I'm going to answer it. If I can't, I will tell you like that's not in my expertise, or I couldn't do any better with those questions, and I will try my best to be there in any educational form that you guys want me to. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you once again. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button, all right? Thank you. If not for your support, I wouldn't be talking to you today. You don't know what it means to me when you're asking questions, when I'm able to spend the time talking to you all. Please bring in that support and let me try and educate you with whatever I know. I know a handful of information. If I can exchange this here in this medium, I'll be more than happy to do it. Thank you. See you guys. Adios.